From that, the campaign team of NPP flag bearer hopeful, engineer Kwabena Agyepong, says it is optimistic about his prospects in the party's 2026 presidential primaries. This follows the picking of nomination forms on Wednesday by a delegation led by former Kade MP Ofusua Samoa. To discuss this latest development and share insights into the campaign's direction, we're joined in the studio by the campaign spokesperson, Paul Abdulrahman Issa Douna. You're welcome to the ChannelOne newsroom.
Thank you. And how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay.
How are you?
Well, it's difficult times. How are you holding up?
We're trying.
Okay.
We're trying.
Okay.
God sustains us.
Yeah.
Right. Before we delve into the campaign proper, Engineer Kwabena Agyepong released a statement,
yes.
Expressing condolences in the wake of this week's tragic loss.
Yeah.
How did he receive the news?
Thank you very much, Eno. And good evening to you and to the people of Ghana. Before I even come to the statement that the good engineer released, because of the states that the nation is in and the tragedy that has fallen onto us, you know, in Islam, the Muslims, when somebody dies, they say, Inna illahi wa inna illahi raji'un, which means that from Allah we came and from Allah we shall return. And also, my namesake, Apostle Paul, in one of his letters to the people of Rome, as captured in Romans chapter 14, verse 8, says that whether we live for the Lord, and whether we die to the Lord, and therefore whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. I'm saying this as just some few words of condolence to the families of these heroes who lost their lives. And Engineer Kwabena Agyepong personally asked me to reiterate his statement. Indeed, not just him, the board, the advisory board for the campaign, chaired by Honorable Isaac Osei, former MP for Ejuso, and former Minister for Foreign Affairs, including other members, Honorable Ofusua Samoa, four-time MP of Kede, Honorable Ransford Agyepong, former MP of Suhum, Honorable Benin Dakon, former MP of Etiwa, and about 50 more of the advisory board asked that I personally join the good engineer to express our condolences first to the families of the gallant men we lost, and second, to the president himself. This must be very difficult for him. These are people who work very closely to him. And both the campaign, the engineer, and all the people of Ghana are definitely with him. So yes, we issued that statement just to condole and console the people of Ghana, the president, and the families of the bereaved.
You picked the forms around the same time that the incident happened.
Yes,
did that affect the campaign in any way? Yes,
it did. Actually, when we finished picking the forms, you had just finished the brief statement to the press, when actually your producer drew my attention that these are some of this is the news trickling in. And at the time, it was not confirmed. So we all hope that this is one of those things. I mean, you don't want this kind of news in Ghana. And by the time we got to the office, the news was confirmed, and we all just, lost steam. Engineer Kwabena Agyepong throughout yesterday couldn't do anything else because he knows some of the victims personally, he knows the president personally. So the whole campaign, so the whole of yesterday, we canceled all our engagement. He was going for an interview, but we had to call them to cancel it. And he's also coming to terms with it. So it really affected us. And just after picking the form, all the activities that were planned, we just had to cancel because we're not just in the state of mind. It's really devastating. It's really devastating.
Let's talk about the campaign itself now.
Yes.
We observed that a number of former MPs, picked up forms, and you've mentioned a number of them to us.
Yes.
Did any of them contribute financially to the picking up of
yes. You know, this campaign itself is born out of the belief that a lot of people have in the leadership of Engineer Kwabena Agyepong, both NPP and people who are quite apolitical in our system, who feel that, look, he is the right person at this moment to move the country to the next phase of its development. So the campaign itself is not, we don't have any deep pockets or some stock pile of cash or war chest, as they call it in political parlance, but a lot of people who believe that Engineer Kwabena Agyepong is the person who is the right person have been contributing. Some of the people, all these gallant and gallant members of the NPP who are met, about 20 former ministers, former MPs, former stalwarts of the party, and still stalwarts of the party. All of them, they contribute their quota, contribute their time. I've had a lot of people call to say, look, we want to join, what can we do to help? So that's where our support is coming from, and we are really appreciative.
But you know that beyond the nomination forms, there are more fees, the filing fees, the development fees. Are you exploring alternative sources of funding, or do you already have that money set aside?
No, I mean, as I said, the good engineer is not sitting on that. We saw there, yesterday when we went to pick the form, the development fee was indicated in the form. It was not meant for the public, so I'm not going to mention that. It is there. We've seen what it is. As a campaign, we are discussing it to see how we'll go about that figure. Of course, we paid our 100,000 to pick up the forms. When we are submitting it, we are expected to pay another 500,000. We are mobilizing. It's not the people who believe in our campaign will foot it. It's not an issue at all.
All right. Have you started filling out the nomination forms, though? And
In
what
fact,
about endorsers? Will you be going to them, or will they be coming
yes,
to you?
Yes. So in fact, so that is why this unfortunate news actually kind of affected us a lot yesterday. Because yesterday, after picking, we were supposed to roll out our plan for getting the signatories. Right. The forms indicate the requirements and everything that is needed, but we had to put all that on hold from now to, as the president has declared, a 3-day mourning period to mourn our fallen compatriots, and we respect that. So we want that 3-day mourning period to pass, and then we will roll out our plan for getting our signatories and all that. Yes, the plans are underway.
What kind of response have you received so far since Engineer Agyepong declared his intentions to run?
I have been surprised and overwhelmed. You know, if you look at the people who are joining, I mean, you are in the media. I don't think you've ever seen me anywhere close to any political party. This might be the first time you've seen me. I'm a professional. I'm a pharmacy practitioner. As you can see, I was talking to some of your crew members. I attended enough to have a degree in television production and other things, do my business and all that. So I've never been that close to politics, okay? And a lot of people like me have joined this campaign, because you sit back and you say that, look, where do we want this country to go? I always say that, you see, if you give me just 1 minute, when you read the preamble of the 1992 Constitution, okay, it says, we the people of Ghana, in exercise of our natural and inalienable right to establish for ourselves a framework of governance which shall secure for ourselves and for posterity the blessings of liberty and prosperity. Do you get it? Adopt, and it goes on to talk about, so that is the main reasons why we are, and also equality and opportunity. That's the main, these 3 things: liberty, prosperity, and the equality of opportunity. That is what this system of government is about. So after 30-something years of practicing this system of government, you have to look at these 3 things. Liberty, maybe when we are starting democracy, we said yes, everybody should be able to talk. So a bit of it is that. Even there, just last week, you saw military people caning somebody, hitting somebody just for granting an interview. So that we've not achieved that properly. Equality of opportunity. If you're a Ghanaian, competent, capable, and you want a job in, let's say, immigration, can you really get it without knowing somebody? That is what equality of opportunity. And then prosperity. And it is very instructive that the fabric of the Constitution said the blessings of these 3 things: liberty, prosperity, equality. As for the issue of prosperity, you and I know we are not even there at all. So you just listen to the political landscape, and you listen to Engineer Kwabena Agyepong. You see, he's the one who understands the ethos of this political system we are practicing. So that's why we are following him. It's not, we have not put our faces out. All the people who have come to join, a lot of them, you will see a lot of them. Right. It's not for nothing. It's because we think that we need somebody who can just change. We need a paradigm shift to how we've done things over the past 30-something years, so that we can move the country to a better place.
Winning over delegates will be crucial. How do you intend to do this, especially in regions or constituencies where engineer may not have a strong support base?
Yes. You know, it's 2 things. Let me desegregate the question. 2 things. The first part is that the current voting bloc, all former executives, they know, and they are the ones who have been calling us a lot, because they know it was engineer who fought for them to be included in the voting roll. Right. Former MPs, former constituency executive, former regional executives of the party. You serve the party, and then after your tenure left, it means your life has ended. You are not able to contribute. Engineer Kwabena Agyepong fought very hard. Fought very, very hard because he is a grassroots person.
Right.
In fact, he fought that we should even include the 2 more so that everybody will vote. That is his main ambition. The party said that was too difficult to do. So that is the. And the other issue is that, you know, it is a clear choice. So this is an internal campaign, and our campaign says that we are going to do a very clean campaign.
Right.
It is a 3-way race. It's between Engineer Kwabena Agyepong, His Excellency the former Vice President, and then the former Honorable Member of Parliament, Kennedy Agyepong. For Kennedy Agyepong, the former Honorable Member of Parliament, for me, I think first of all, he has to come to tell Ghanaians when he decided he wanted to be president. Because there are lots of interviews of him who said that he doesn't want to be president. I'm waiting to come and say, what changed?
Right.
Then the second thing he has to explain to the NPP people is, since when did the NPP people stop becoming stupid people? As he said, the NPP people are the party is stupid people. He should explain that. The former vice president, he served the party 16 years. He's been at the helm. He's done his best for the party. We think that he should go and rest. He should just rest. I mean, Ghanaians are still assessing his stewardship. And that was evidence in the previous election. He should just go and take time. When Engineer wins and we take power, after 8 years, by then Ghanaians would have finished assessing. You know, why are you laughing?
No, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
So engineer's message of reform is
very important.
Important.
And you see the 3 key things of the 3 principles of service, selflessness, sacrifice, and meritocracy. In fact, you have to add meritocracy. Those are the 4 things that are anchoring engineers' campaign. And we mean that if these 3 things are brought back into our politics, we are good to go. And engineer is the person to engineer that.
We thank you very much, Paul. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.